The ACT government and the Greens are hailing it as historic legislation, but the opposition says it's a step too far. The Legislative Assembly has started debating the government's 40% greenhouse reduction target. The Environment Minister says the 2020 target is achievable, but there's concern about the cost to consumers. ACT political reporter Julie Doyle.
The Environment Minister was happy to adopt a new look for the occasion.
So this is a very important day for the ACT, and the legislation itself puts in place a robust target, a target that can be achieved.
Most of Canberra's emissions come from transport and energy use in buildings. To trim off 40%, the government will also look at ways to make households more energy efficient. The Greens are right behind the ambitious target.
So to those who say, why bother? To those who say it won't make any difference, I say, on what grounds can you justify your indifference?
With the government and the Greens on side, the emissions target will pass into law probably later this week. The opposition wants a reduction, but only 30%, on the grounds the government's plan will push up electricity prices.
We need to make sure it is sensible, it is reasonable, and that the cost impacts are carefully considered.
The government says it will help low-income earners adjust to any changes, and it does have some community support.
It's historic on the national scale, it's historic federally, and this is one of the best targets of a city in Australia. And it's a big step for policy and planning in the ACT itself for the next few years.
More details of how the government plans to meet the emissions target will be released next year. Julie Doyle, ABC News, Canberra.